Hey, it's Cyrus. I graduated college last year and I spent most of my time living in the dorms. So, for better or for worse, I got pretty good at the dorm life. So, let's talk about what nobody tells you about living in a college dorm. Starting with the first thing nobody tells you about dorm life: your roommate won't always be your friend. Now, I can't say I ever truly had a bad roommate, but I definitely had a few I was more neutral with. And I've heard some horror stories from friends over the years. They're not great. The reality is that you're being paired with someone you've likely never met before, and you might have completely different personalities, hobbies, different sleep schedules, and different ideas of what clean means too. For example, if you like going to bed around 10 at night, but your roommate regularly stays up until 4 in the morning, that can get frustrating pretty quickly when you're sharing the same room. At the end of the day, there's definitely a little bit of luck involved. Some roommates become good friends, while others are simply people you happen to live with for a year. And that's okay. The important thing is that you respect each other. So set boundaries in the beginning, communicate if something is bothering you, and go in with the mindset that your roommate doesn't have to become your best friend. That person just needs to be someone you can comfortably live with if possible. Because some dorms can already be quite uncomfortable. One thing I was definitely not prepared for is just how loud they can be. Oh man, I know it's college, but do I have some stories? I'm no angel by any stretch, but especially during my first semester, anytime I was stressed for an exam or speech, there was always a ruckus that made it impossible to sleep. For instance, I remember the night before a big speech. I had 1 hour that night to get a tiny bit of sleep, and it got interrupted by a group of people sprinting down our hallway at 4 in the morning, spraying soap all over the floor. They woke up practically the entire dorm. We all opened our doors wondering what on earth was going on, and there was literally soap everywhere. It was ridiculous, man. So yeah, dorms can be loud. Bring a pair of noise-canceling headphones if you have them, maybe some earplugs too, and prepare yourself for the possibility that your roommate might not be the quietest sleeper. I had a few roommates who talked in their sleep, and one of them was relentless. He'd literally call my name in the middle of the night, and if I didn't answer, he'd just get louder. I still have no idea what he wanted from Dream Cyrus, but dorm life definitely builds character. But on a more positive note, you can make so many friends through the dorm life. Some of my best buddies came from the dorms, and so did some of my favorite memories. Late night games of pool, movie nights, random conversations in the hallway that somehow lasted until 2 in the morning. Those little moments are what made dorm life so special to me. The dorms are a great way to meet people because you're all going through the same experience at the same time. Everyone's figuring college out together, and that creates a really unique environment that honestly doesn't exist in many other parts of life. So if someone invites you to do anything in the dorm, go for it. You don't have to stay for hours, just show up. Because some of my favorite college memories happened simply because I decided to leave my room for a little while. And that transitions perfectly to the next point. Don't spend all of your time in your dorm. I applied this lesson right at the beginning of college, but then fell off a bit during the pandemic, and then relearned it in my last 3 years. Try to stay out of your room. I know it's tempting. You've got your bed, your comfortable environment, your snacks, etc. But your dorm is meant to be your home base, not your entire college experience. Most, if not all, of my favorite memories from college didn't happen inside of my room. They happened around campus with friends. Those are moments that made college feel like college. So still use your dorm as a place to recharge, but go out and explore campus and say yes to the opportunities every now and again. You never know which random Tuesday afternoon might turn into one of your favorite memories. And finally, this last piece of advice applies to college as a whole, but especially to dorm life. One day, you'll probably miss it. I know that sounds strange, especially if you're only a few days or weeks into living there, and there will be nights where your roommate snores, the hallway is loud, you're tired, you just want your own room, and you just want to be home. Trust me, I felt all of that. But looking back now, I don't remember those moments nearly as much as I remember the people. I remember the late night conversations, the games of pool, walking down the hallway, and always finding someone to talk to. The random movie nights, the little traditions our floor somehow created without anyone planning them. Those ordinary moments ended up becoming some of my favorite memories from college. So dorm life isn't perfect. Not at all. But that's okay. Enjoy it anyway, because before you'll know it, you'll pack up your room one last time, walk out of that building, and you'll never quite experience life like that again. So those are the things nobody tells you about dorm life in college. Thank you for watching. Per usual, in the description are a few helpful videos, along with some products I recommend to get ready for college. Anyway, I'll talk to you again soon. Peace.